Dillon Danis quickly became Twitter's hero for embarrassing Logan Paul. A single post of his has reached nearly 140 million impressions. The irony, of course, is that both parties in this story have been accused of scamming with crypto projects. Dillon received over 2 billion impressions on his tweets for the month of August. His strategy was pretty simple: act like a teen going through his first breakup, posting revenge porn on his ex-girlfriend. The only catch is that it's his boxing opponent's new fiance. Logan and Dillon are scheduled to fight on October 14th. If the fight doesn't happen, it's because Dillon doesn't want it to happen. Dillon is known as a world-class jiu-jitsu fighter, but he hasn't been in a professional fight since 2018. Logan isn't the best boxer, but he's skilled enough to piece up Dillon Danis pretty easily. Logan is a significant favorite to beat Dillon in the ring because he has a huge size and talent advantage. Dillon has been selling the fight pretty well though. He's handed Logan his biggest public humiliation of his career, with thousands of content creators commentating on Dillon's Twitter behavior. The problem is that Dillon now has to face the consequences. Nina, Logan's fiance, has finally filed a lawsuit against Dillon. Given that Dillon has no history of making money and is willing to promote useless NFT projects on Twitter, I think it's fair to assume that he doesn't have much money. I didn't even put a ring on it and she already trying to screw me for all my money. The key sentence in the complaint is that Dillon posted a non-consensual, sexually explicit photograph of her on the internet without her consent. The other day, Dillon posted a sexually explicit video of a woman who resembled Nina giving oral sex to a white man, and Twitter and the whole internet exploded. All of the incels sharing these videos were having a field day. The only problem is that it came out that it wasn't actually Nina. This is when I knew a lawsuit was coming Dillon's way. There's a line and he had crossed it weeks ago, but this, I believe, was the final tipping point. Now they just needed to find any posted content that wasn't public and Dillon would be toast. Well, they found it. They allege the video was private from her Snapchat 6 years ago, and the only way Dillon could have accessed it was by hacking the account or by attaining it from someone who had done so. The complaint states that Dillon shared 250 images of Nina. In one such X post on August 20, 2023, Danis included a supposed picture of plaintiff and himself along with the text, "The one time I didn't pull out." He constantly teased that he had a picture of Nina, that it was so bad that it would end the fight and lead to him getting sued. She also alluded to this image in the complaint with the description: "Logan threw a tantrum and left the arena before our face-off, so I did it with a real fighter who can go more than 6 rounds at Nina Agdal." One or two posts like this would have been clever and funny and a good way to sell the fight, but the fact that he's released 250 images pertaining to Nina is absolutely harassment, and the entire purpose of his posts is to ruin her reputation. Nina is seeking $150,000 per violation for 15 U.S. Code 6851, civil action relating to disclosure of intimate images. Hey everyone, quick mention of a company I co-own called OPM Mastery. They love to help small business owners acquire more business credit. For those of you who love acquiring business credit cards at 0% interest for 12 to 18 months, this service is for you. Why not just do it myself? This is why you hire professionals, because they can help you acquire more business credit than you could on your own. So if you're interested, click the link in the description and book a call. They'd love to help you out. Back to the video. I'm actually shocked it took Nina this long to file a complaint for cyberbullying, as he had been doing it for weeks. Posting a picture of a woman every day you've never met or have no relationship with just to ruin her reputation is weirdly obsessive to me. This tweet is legitimately funny though. The description of Nina's post in The Win, out here in Las Vegas, is titled "Here to Steal Your Money." Dillon wrote, "No wonder her and Logan got along so well." We can all admit that posts like that are catchy and sell the fight really well, but Dillon has gone way too far. I'm fascinated to watch the fight between Dillon and Logan. I'll absolutely be watching it, assuming Dillon shows up. The problem is Dillon is a professional troll who probably never wanted to fight in the first place, and now he has an out.
You don't gotta take that shit out on me because my brother hooked up with your ex.
At least I got rid of this slut. You're marrying one.
It's clear the Paul brothers and Dillon have a private past, and they seem to know his character. They both keep mentioning and hinting that they hope he shows up. Logan had a backup fighter for Dillon a month ago and a clause in the contract to avoid any possibility of Dillon backing out. You gotta keep in mind that Dillon is a good enough troll to get Khabib Nurmagomedov to kick jump into the crowd towards Dillon after the biggest win of his career and risk suspension from the UFC. If I drop this pick, it would end the fight and his engagement, and I might even find myself in jail. I'm sure Dillon's lawyers are urgently telling him not to release any photos that would be considered private. Dillon's funniest tweet is definitely this one, where the description is Nina's lawyer. For those not in the know, this is the world's best dressed plumber whose profession is cleaning out pipes. I will provide more details when I can, but because it's a federal case, I can't at this time. P.S. Screw that hoe. There aren't really any more details to share. This appears to be a pretty black and white case where Dillon is absolutely going to be held liable for all of the damages caused to Nina. A non-party took an explicit photo of Nina more than 10 years ago without her consent. The image had full frontal nudity, and Dillon shared it uncensored to his ex account. The benefit to fight fans is Dillon is now going to have to show up to fight Logan on October 14th in order to pay for his legal representation fees and the impending awaiting judgment. Nina is requesting this head to a jury trial. I see no reason to believe a jury is going to reward the minimum amount of damages. I actually think it's going to be much worse for Dillon than he thinks. He has gained a significant increase in social media followers from 340,000 to 850,000 by constantly posting tweets like this. At this point, I might just need to release these images on a human level to save Logan from her. If you guys only know how nasty this chick really is, it's actually insane. But if I do, the fight will be called off and I'll be sued. Hard choice. Dillon still has the post active and public on his Twitter account, which blows my mind. His posts aimed at Nina have received over 2 billion impressions thus far. She's asking for a minimum of $150,000 per violation, and I see no reason why she'll have any issue receiving that. I personally hope that there will be a multi-million-dollar judgment on Dillon to disincentivize this behavior, and he'll have to pay her legal fees on top of paying his legal fees, which means he's going to have to show up to fight Logan in order to pay all that off. Dillon, I hope Aiden Ross gave you enough training to prepare for October 14th. Hopefully Dillon shows up to fight. There's going to be a lot of fireworks on that night. Thanks for watching.